All right, all right. Welcome. Excuse me, clear my throat there. Welcome to some Dapper Cat Gaming. Alrighty. So today's video was going to be going over a couple of things, right? So this isn't really
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
okay. Large sandstorm's approaching. All right. Where's it coming from? Oh, here it is on the side right now. So today's video is just not going to be on tips and tricks, but it's more about just kind of like a segue, right? Just kind of like a walkthrough, explaining real quick about, what to do, that type of thing. Like what the game does a really good job of like setting you up. But then once you get out of the first zone, it just blows up. There's so much popping up, right? And so the way you want to follow the game is through your journey tab, right? So you come up to your journey, and I play with a controller, that's why it's moving slow. So you come over here to journey, and you're going to see these little tabs up here. The one of them is story, right? So you just kind of you follow it. Now this one right here, find the Fremen. This is probably going to be one of the most important quest lines that you complete as soon as you possibly can. There is some of these trials have enemies, some of them do not. Some of them are learning skills, some of them are learning like new tools to use, like the static compactor. It opens up things, but the very end, the very last one, the epilogue, actually the footsteps of the Fremen, the final test, right? You have to go through and you got to do all the things that are listed on the screen right here. So all of these things that you're doing, all right, there's some enemies, by the way, and these enemies, they're not difficult as long as you're at least at the level of iron, maybe steel, but definitely iron. You should be able to hold your own, all right, as long as you've got the shield generator and you've got some med kits and or heal kits on you should be fine. Okay, anyway, the reason you want to get done with this is because you want to unlock this right here, the death steel, the Fremen death steel. Now what this does is it allows you to deposit. So when you kill somebody, you have the option of picking them up, okay? And when you pick them up, this is it. It's a corpse, and they weigh 75, whatever kilos, gram. I don't know. It's not grams. Whatever it is, it's 75. Okay, that's how much they weigh. So make sure you got room in your carrying capacity, not just capacity, but weight as well, because it is going to add 75 immediately to you. Now, you bring them back, you kind of store them, whatever. They don't go bad. It would be funny if they, like, rotted or something. Anyways, and then you come over here and you deposit them. You deposit the corpse. It takes 1 hour to extract the water out of the body. So once you do that, make sure you've got the capacity. You can see right now it's telling me insufficient water storage space, because if it puts another 25,000 on there, I'm going to be over my capacity, right? And that's just me. I'm a solo player, so I don't need a lot to keep up, but yeah, it is something that I maintain. So you want this Fremen death steel as quickly as you possibly can get it, because then your water supply is manageable. The reason for that is everything, as you probably know, playing the game, everything is going to start to take water. You want to make iron? Water. Steel takes water. Aluminum takes more water. Duraluminum, more water. Plastone takes water as well. So all of these things, and then the ingots. That one takes the most. Plastinium, right? I haven't even gone to the deep desert, so I don't have titanium or stravidium. That's just, yeah, I don't have it. So anyways, it takes lots of water. So the goal here is to make sure that you have enough resources to keep crafting, to keep repairing, and then even as you repair, you're this red line right here that you see. So out in the world, you're going to pick up a lot of stuff that is going to have, let's see, this one, I think. I don't remember if I picked this one up in the field or not. But anyways, out in the world. If you pick up one out in the world, it's already going to have red on it, meaning it's already coming with a maximum depreciated value to its overall make, okay? Or not make, but its overall feel, its overall effect. It's the wrong word too. I don't know what the right word is, but anyways, so like every time you repair something, it depletes the maximum that it'll be able to be repaired next time. That's that red bar. When the red bar gets too far down, you're going to have to just get rid of it and make a new one. So you have to have, weapons fabricator, garment fabricators to create them, because you can repair, but like I said, you're going to get to a point to where repairing is just going to be No, that's my other one. I was like, wait a minute, I just built one. All right, so yeah, it's right down here. And then the burst shot. Yeah, these are the ones that I made. So, all right, well, anyways, point is, you're only going to be able to repair so many times. And this also goes true for your vehicles, right? I was like going to my vehicle. This is true for your vehicles as well. So your vehicles are going to have a maximum that you're going to be able to repair them as well. So just keep that in mind, that you're always, even if you find it out in the open world, eventually you're not going to be able to repair it anymore. You're going to have to eventually make it, right? So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, the one thing I want to talk about as well that really helps me as a solo player, all right? A solo player, obviously you don't have people going and gathering resources. You have to do it yourself. You're also, progressing story. You're doing all the things. The buggy. Get the buggy, right? Buggy. You want the buggy, and you want to go through the skills tree, and you want to go to the planetologist, not paleontologist, planetologist. All right, you want to unlock the planetologist if you didn't. For example, when I started the game, I started as a trooper because I wanted to grapple. Right, that's what I wanted. And then you go around and you find the other people, the mentats right there, planetologist. I haven't unlocked the Gezeret, and I have unlocked the Swordmaster. So you just go through and you play the game, and you're going to come across the people that's going to unlock them, all right? But anyway, back to the planetologist, there's going to be these passive perks that you're going to want to unlock. This one right here, for example, applying your understanding of structural and mineral composition to heavier vehicle machinery results in a larger resource yield. So you're going to get 15% more resources by unlocking this, right? Scanning, this is going to be scanners. Fuel efficient, it's going to deplete the rate at which they take the fuel. So this is a 20% deduct. This is a sandcrawler. I don't have a sandcrawler. Fuel efficient on the pilot, so this works for the ornithopters. Again, 20% deduct. This is for still suits. I don't use still suits. I just carry around with me Leader Johns. Mountaineer, stamina drain, right? Minus 20% when you're climbing. That really does help. Let's see, scanners. Yeah, so you just want to go through here and unlock these things because there's a lot of passive features in here, right? Heal kit, instant restoration bonus of 15%. So what I did was I was going through, this lowers my bleed. So my bleed tolerance is 25% or 25. So it helps, right? All of these things. I went through and I found I just unlocked all the passives, right? And a lot of people ask the question if there's grenades. Yes, there is grenades. It's under the trooper, right? Right here. It's the explosive grenade. Okay. Now, I'm working towards unlocking my tier 2s. So I will try to put out a video another time explaining that one. It's just doing more. You got to do things for the representatives in the field, in the world, and then you go back to them and you talk to them. And so it's just like you progress the story, right? You're doing things and you go back, right? I haven't used these yet. That's why I haven't unlocked that. That's a technique. I did do that one. That's a technique as well. So that's it for that one right there, right? So the three things that I want to talk about, or that I did just talk about, are going to be your skills. Make sure you're unlocking the skills that help you, give you more, equip you for success, right? That's the key. Equip yourself, because whether you're in a guild, whether you're just with a buddy, or you're solo, especially if you're solo, you need to make sure you equip yourself for success, right? So your skills tree is going to be important. Journey, we talked about this to open this, but I didn't finish it, which is story, but then you go to
Sector
your contracts.
weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
That's another sandstorm. Back-to-back sandstorms. Wow, that's interesting. So then you have your contracts, right? And I'm kind of torn. I hope they come out with some repeatable contracts, things that you can just, even if it's just for Solari and XP, whatever the case, you can see in the top right-hand corner over here, I'm level 103. This isn't all my Solari. I just, that's all that's on me right now. I've got stacks of it in chest over there. You'll get lots of Solari, right? So don't worry about the Solari. I mean, you can worry about it, but you're going to get lots of it. So yeah, all the contracts, a little check mark means you've completed it, and it's not replayable. Okay, it is what it is. So another thing to look at is when you go out of your map, you're going to find these are your contracts. Just pick them up when you're at any of the trade posts. Just go ahead and pick up. Where's the trade post? There's one right there. Pinnacle Station. It's got a contract board. Just go pick them up. Even if you don't plan on doing them for a while, just pick them up. That way you got them, because what's going to happen is you're going to go do some of these testing stations, and you're going to pick up items that are going to be used later on. So have the contracts ready to go, and then that way when you're doing these testing stations, you're picking up the items and you're completing them just as fast as you got them. So I'm going to be selling a lot of these weapons, because I just unlocked, I just built anyways, the House Jabal Spit Dart. I love the Spit Dart. Think of it as a sniper rifle. I love it. It's great because it inflicts poison. So really good weapon. The House Burst Drill Shot is really good against shielded people. It has an ability on it where, again, I use controller. If I hold down the fire button, it fires 2 bullets, but it drills into their shield. So it goes through their shield, and it pops their shield. And lower tiers, it'll kill them instantly with the one that I have, right? And you can see the damage is only 69.5. The Glutton's Hook, let me tell you right now, you're going to get a quest. What is that quest called? It is... Where's it at? Where... Counter Agent, maybe? Nope. Why can't I find it? It's this one right here. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, this is the one. But it's not this one. It's the first step to this one. This is part 2. And that's what I was looking for. I don't see it. It was under... Huh. Anyways, you're going to get to a point where you're going to be over at Harkonnen. Not Harkonnen. Why can't I think of the name of it? Anyways, you're going to be at... oh my gosh. Harco. You're going to be over there, and... You're gonna come. There's a cut scene. I'm not gonna give it away. It's a pretty cool dialogue. If you like the lore, if you like Dune, the story, it's a pretty cool cut scene. Anyways, on the back end of that cutscene, you're going to meet up with somebody in a bar. This, you're going to give them a hand signal, and you're going to get to choose. There's 2 quests, contracts, quests. That's probably what it is. It's probably in the story. I bet it's story. I bet that's where it's at. Yep, there it is, right there. So the first one is called, I picked, well, these are the 2 you're going to be able to pick, the Paranoid or the Glutton. I picked the Glutton, the first one that I did, all right? The Glutton awarded me, when I beat the person at the end, and he is very tough, but when I beat him, he gave me the Glutton's Hook. And this thing is, I love it, a 54.3. It's it's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. For me, my play style, right? When you're used to using something like a 16.4 or a 10.9. I mean, I know there's some swords that are better, but this, and it also inflicts poison. So like if you get a kill with it, then you have poison on your blade for I don't know, a little bit of time. So if you got a couple of enemies, you can kill them quicker. And that's, again, pretty cool. I really like that weapon. I'm working on the Paranoid right now, so I'm not sure what this one's going to give me, if anything, right? It may not give me anything. I don't know. But that's all these. Where's my map? That is all of this right here. That's the Paranoid that I'm starting. You can also see I have not even gone down into Sheol yet. Again, I'm just, it's what I'm playing the game kind of somewhat slow, at my own pace. I do work a regular job as well, so I'm very limited on the amount of time that I can play the game and how much I can put into it. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Anyway, yeah, you're going to follow these. You can see most of them are just XP, right? But you're going to get to... Sorry, I'm just reading that one. Spice must flow. Research spice. A lot of it's just like doing little things, right? I got to kill enemies with the drill shot FK7. I think because I've got a higher tier, it's not counting. So no worries. I'm about to make the radiation suit, so that way I can go into radiated areas. I know it's not 100%, radiation proof. Like there's iodine pills and things of that nature. So I do know about that. Let's see. I gotta survey that still. Buried treasure. Using a treasure on the open sand. I've been looking. I just haven't found anything yet. Yeah, I don't know. Something's going on there. And you'll see here the Landsrad. I have the faction, House Atreides. The faction has secured the current Landsrad term. Okay. So... I'm just looking. That's all. All right. We'll go over that another time. Okay. So, close that. All right. There we go. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about those few things. The buggy. The buggy's important because you're going to get a lot of resources using the ray. I don't remember which ray gun it is, or ray, MK ray I have on this one. I think it's the tier 4. And also one other thing, if you're not familiar with this, is if your copter, your sand bike, or your buggy is close enough, you can dump it without having to dump it, right? You just come over here and you can pick. The copter and the sand bike are in my backup right now, my backup tool. So that's why the buggy is the only thing that you're seeing right now. But anyways, you can see this is my storage unit. I'm going to be developing circuits. The reason I have so much plastone, by the way, plastone, is because I factioned with Harkonnen, and I'm going to start building my base using their stuff. And so it takes the plastone. Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. But I made a lot, right? So because I make a big base. I make big bases, you know, and yeah. I'm trying to decide if I want to keep my base here, by the way. Anyway, another story, another time. We'll leave that for another time. So, energy. Energy is going to be another thing that you're going to need to worry about. So, make sure pick up fuel cells for these, right? These take fuel cells, and here's another trick, okay? So, you can go to each one of those to deposit, right? Or if you come here to your advanced subfief console, you can refuel the generators from right here. This little tab right here. For me, it's hold down Y, right? I didn't have anything to put in there. But if I had whatever it is I had, I would just, it would put them in equally. It disperses it equally. The reason why this is so low is I have on top of my base, I just put up some wind turbines. Let's go up and I'll show you very quickly. Oh, it is out. Oh, I guess it's just too far away. Come on. Right there. And so again, you know, you can see this is 9 hours and 21 minutes. It's going to go by the lowest one. This is 15 days. Oh, did that say 9 hours? I think it said 9 days, Tim. 9 days. So if I put nothing else in here, and these take low-grade lubricants. Let me get out of the sun. Just, I don't want to overheat. So low-grade lubricants are going to take the silicone. There goes the worm. It's going to take the silicone blocks, so you've got to go get the silicone blocks. You got to make them, right? All right, that sounded interesting. But yeah, anyways, again, I'm probably going to tear this base down completely and start over. I don't know. I like the location, which is going to be. I'm probably going to do another video on just like. Everybody's got video on where to go on the map, right? A lot of people build in this area. You can see that's what I did. A lot of people build in this area. I'm starting to notice a lot of people building up here because this is one of the exit points out of to get into the open world map. Over here is another spot that I obviously haven't been there, but this will be another spot that'll be important. There's like on my server, there's like 7 bases right up here going out because they're probably going to the deep desert. Yeah, so there's a lot of things to do, a lot of things going on. Make sure that you're paying attention to one. Where's it at? Your water. I carry, like I said, I carry Leader Johns on me, just so, like right now, I'll drink one. Because the water. You can see right now it just happened right there. My stamina went up. See that? My stamina's when you're hydrated, your stamina goes up. When you're dehydrated, it goes down. So that helps you when you're trying to evade, parry, or just do the slow stabs so you can pierce through armor. You really need your stamina because stamina is going to be one of those things that's going to just whew. Yeah, it's going to mess you up a lot. So, the Ornithopter. Last thing I want to talk about. The Ornithopters. You're going to get that quest to make an Ornithopter. And then you're going to be like, okay, where do I get the parts? Almost all the parts. You're going to need aluminum. Aluminum is going to be all in this area. What I do is I come up to this wall. I travel around. I come right up through here, come down through here, come around here. I do this little path right here, right? Sometimes I'll come up into here, but I fill my buggy with aluminum. Aluminum is heavy, so you wouldn't think it is, but it is. Raw aluminum anyways. So I fill my buggy up, and then I just come back. You're also going to be able to get... That was interesting, listening to that. I love the sounds in the game. The sounds are really cool. You're going to be able to get... where's it at? There's steel. Oh, it's downstairs. Come down here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a base building video for my new base when I finally move. All right, so you're gonna need carbon ore. There's granite. There's plestone, basalt, etherite, more carbon, and I think that's aluminum. Yeah, I need to do an aluminum run, but I've got to get. I'm gonna have to build me another chest because I'm running out of room. But anyways, this wall right here, the Eastern Shield Wall, and then going into Mysa Terrell right here. And by the way, this is the last. So I'll show you real quick, just real quick, so you know. All right, you're gonna start down here at the bottom of the map. You're gonna work your way up. You're gonna go. The trajectory is you're going to go to this purple right here. This is going to be one of your trials. And then you're going to, where is it at? It's not showing up for me for some reason. You got a trial in here. Oh, some of these trials aren't showing up. That's interesting. They're supposed to be purple. Yep, there's one all the way up here. And all the way up, Devil's Eye. That's one of the last ones you're going to go to. You got this one right here. The Red Maw. Anyways, the last one that you will do is going to be right here. And you enter it through the wall. Right through this eastern wall right here. That's where the last one, that's where you're going to get your Fremen table. Or the blueprint for it. And then you just got to go build it. It does take a lot of power, by the way, so make sure you've got that. And then also keep in mind that every week on reset, when the servers reset after the Coriolis storm, your resources are going to move. They'll stay in their same region, like aluminum's going to stay in this region right here, so it won't move over to another region, but the nodes will move within the map, okay? So just pay attention, keep that in mind. These are, again, aren't tips and tricks. These are just things the game really doesn't tell you, and you kind of have to learn it on your own. And if someone can put out a video to show you ahead of time and you watch it till the end, well then, you know, it might help you. That's all. It just might help your gameplay. I don't know, maybe it won't, but it's just the way I like to play. All right, so get you an ornithopter so you can fly around, get you a buggy so you can get lots of resources. Keep in mind when you the tool that you're going to want is the vehicle backup tool. The vehicle backup tool allows you to pick up vehicles, right? You cannot use this tool on the buggy, all right? You can use it on the ornithopter and you can use it on the sand bike, but you cannot use it on the buggy. So if you take the buggy out, be prepared to do what you got to do and get back. Now, however, I've seen people do this. You can take the buggy apart and you can reassemble it, so fly out wherever you're going, and then you could reassemble it. But the ornithopter doesn't have the same carrying capacity as the buggy, so you could potentially overload the buggy, and then you got to drive it all the way back. Not a big deal. It's just, you know, something to think about. That's all. All right, made it to the end. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe, all the good fun stuff, and I hope everyone's having a fantastic, what's today, Monday. And to all my sleepers out there, it's time for us to wake up and keep on playing. All right, guys, gals, ladies, men, boys, whatever. Hit like, subscribe. We'll holler at you on the next one. Bye-bye.